go into UFC 258 predictions. This weekend is Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns for the 170-pound title. Do you want to give your picks first, or you want me to go?
I'll go first.
All
I have Gilbert winning.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing. Like a lot of these guys, once they get the belt, and get a different type of money, they go soft. We talk about it in every sport, And Gilbert's he's too hungry, And I think the jits thing is going to play a big part of it, If you're not scared to get taken down, you're more likely to sit in the pocket and throw shots.
Right.
And, I mean, I've been watching all the previews for the fights, and Gilbert just looks hungry, He looks. The only thing is Usman's now with what's his name? Trevor Whitman. Yeah.
And training with Justin Gaethje.
Which is a killer who is the trainer for Rose Namajunas, Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else?
Those are the main guys.
Yeah.
He's been around the block, though. He used to train Marquardt and Rashad Evans back in the day.
I think it's a way more interesting fight than it's getting hyped. I feel like this is more like a UFC, like MMA fan fight here. But I have Gilbert winning by knockout.
Dang.
TKO. Yeah. He's just too hungry. I think he just wants it more,
As of today, he was plus 220. Usman is up to minus 280. The thing is, they train together, too. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be the fight where there's going to be some interesting scrambles. And in those scrambles, does Usman just take him down and hold him down? Or can Burns make some kind of interesting scramble and get into a good jiu-jitsu spot? That being the case, I'm going with Kamaru Usman by decision. I think he just ends up getting some takedowns. He can stand. He proved against Colby Covington he can stand and bang. I'm going to throw a little parlay out there. My favorite parlay is what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to bet this. Actually, I'm going to bet this. 3-team parlay. I'm going to go Kamaru Usman minus 280. Bobby Green's fighting Jim Miller. I love that matchup, but Jim Miller is a step slower. He's going to try to bang with Bobby Green. Bobby Green's going to be quicker, more athletic. I got Usman, Bobby Green, and then probably the second best fight on the card is Ian Heinisch versus Kelvin Gastelum. Chris Weidman versus Uriah Hall was supposed to be the co-main event, and then that got scrapped. So now Ian Heinisch versus Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum is minus 210. Ian Heinisch is plus 175. I just think Kelvin Gastelum has lost that fire. He's been in LA partying for a while now. He went out with Mike Tyson and ate the toad or drank the toad, whatever they do. Not saying that makes you softer. I mean, Cejudo did it with him. It was Cejudo, Gastelum, and Mike Tyson. Wow. They all did the toad together, so that had to be interesting. But
what a tripping trio.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Gastelum got heel hooked in his last fight. I always forget that guy's name, but so he got heel hooked in his last fight, lost to Adesanya. He needs a win, but I think Ian Heinisch is going to be a little hungrier, a little scrappier. So I'm going Usman, Bobby Green, Ian Heinisch, 3-team parlay.
Yeah, I have Ian Heinisch in that fight too. I saw in the UFC preview again that his strength and conditioning coach, Kevin Gastelum, is his girlfriend. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
His girlfriend
I didn't even get to that part.
is his strength and conditioning coach.
Geez.
So, I mean, like...
More tendencies of softness?
Which, I mean, I guess that's cool,
Yeah,
but,
that's cool. Yeah.
I think it depends on what arena. I think it's cool to have your girl with you and supporting you, but I don't think as a strength and conditioning coach is the best move.
Yeah.
And
that's nothing against women's strength and conditioning coaches.
Yeah. But your girlfriend, it's a different thing,
The guy both the UFC PI, him and his wife both do a strength and conditioning class together. So no offense to girls, but yeah, I would like to see Kelvin win. I've always thought Kelvin went all 5 rounds with that war with Adesanya. He fought Adesanya to a great fight. But I think Ian Heinisch wants it. He was the dude who went to prison too, so he's real tough. He's got some real grit to him. He's gonna make that a dogfight, and I don't know if Kelvin wants to get in dogfights anymore.
Just to bring it back to the main event, do you feel like the line is accurate with the what is it plus 220?
Yeah, it's up to Usman's minus 280 now. Yeah, it's raising too. Again, I just think Usman. I do think Usman is one of the most dominant champions.
So what do you think?
Now.
He's just taking him down, and he just can't fight back.
Yeah.
He can't work off his back, or.
Yeah, I think Usman just gets him to where he wants. He might try to stand and bang with him too. His hands look good against Colby Covington. It could be a boxing match. He's longer too. He's longer than Burns. Burns would have to somehow get inside and drop him, but we've never seen Usman get dropped like that. So Usman's 12-0 in the UFC. Never lost in the UFC.
Yeah.
Usman's a savage. And
I think it's a really good fight.
I think it's a savage fight. I do think it's gonna be a great fight. I just think Usman finds a way to win 4 of the 5 rounds, and if not all 5 rounds.
So jiu-jitsu versus wrestling, you just think?
Not always, but this one, because Usman's so dominant. But yeah, and Burns trained it, came over to Zenith, Dryzos a couple times. He used to have the Zenith patch on his shorts.
Really?
Yeah, but
I saw the who's the coach of Burns? What's his name?
He trains with Henry Hoof, the guy down in Florida.
I don't know if that's I think it was his strength and conditioning coach, or someone was like, "Oh, we have secrets waiting for you," or something.
Yeah. Well, because they used to all train in Miami together at Henry Hoof's gym. It's now.
I saw him training shooting for takedowns. Burns was so. That'd be crazy if you try to take him down and submit him. Yeah, you know?
I think it's a great fight. If I just had to put my money on Usman, but I'm excited for that fight. And again,
how confident are you in that? Can you see it being both ways, or are you confident?
No, I can see it going both ways. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see Burns getting interesting, maybe hurting him. We'll see. Also, Usman hasn't fought anyone this explosive, unless I'm mistaken. Colby Covington is an explosive. I'm trying to think. Tyron Woodley.
I kind of want to see who's in that weight class.
Well,
Tyron's gone.
Tyron's gone, and that's the last two they beat. They both beat. Usman finished Tyron. Usman beat him in 5 rounds. Burns beat Woodley. Burns might have finished Woodley. I'm not sure, but they both beat Woodley. 170 is interesting. It's open. You know, Colby Covington's still there. Michael Chiesa called him out after beating Neil Magny. The other one that the up and coming guy is Hamshat Hamayev. He's fighting Leon Edwards. He's like that. I don't even know what Middle Eastern dude, but he took those 2 downs. He won at 185, then fought 10 days later at 170.
Oh damn!
And Dana was hyping him up. Hamshat Hamayev. So that's a big fight. Hamshat Hamayev versus Leon Edwards. But yeah, 170 is, there's not that much.
Yeah, it's kind of empty. Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of empty. That's why Gilbert's.
I wonder how this will do with pay-per-views. You know,
yeah.
I feel like this isn't really that hyped of a card.
And the big fight, Chris Weidman. Not that he's a big pay-per-view draw, he might have helped him a little bit just because he was the ex-champ and people like him. You know. But Weidman's off the card versus Uriah Hall. This one won't do much. The 259's loaded, the next one. But we'll talk about that when it gets there. So you're going Burns and Heinisch.
Yeah.
I'm going Usman Green and Heinisch.
Whatever. If
you like this video, click the like and subscribe button below. And hit the little chime button.